Okay. Take two.
Okay.
Hold on. No. Okay. I was gonna lend you this one. Yours is in a little better shape. I like yours. So okay, we're gonna go 3, 2, 1. We're gonna work our way backwards.
Okay.
Go ahead. Division III Ohio 2023 state tournament post semifinals, post consolation
Legacy
quarters.
Christian has pretty much won the tournament. I don't know if it's mathematical yet, but they pretty much are going to win. They had a good night. They put Dylan Campbell, Eli Campbell, and Bodie Campbell into the finals. They put those three in the finals. Braden Brown was a hard luck loser. Adesanya lost to Hermes, and Cooper lost his semi to King from Burnsville. So they're 3 up, 3 down. Good position to win a third straight state title. This battle for second's going to be really interesting. You have Archbold in the lead right now, but they only have the 3 finalists remaining. They went 3 for 3 in their semis. Dominique winning was expected. Dickman with the pin over returning state champion Connor Hevel. And then Wyatt Ripke won with a couple takedowns, with at least one takedown in the third against Ronnie Thomas from Mechanicsburg. Mount Edison's got 2 in the finals. The Hermes brothers, they won basically at the same time for the second straight round. Literally, as Max Hermes was finishing his semi, he was looking over, and Abe Hermes got the winning takedown in overtime against Cole Schulke from Columbia, who had beaten Hermes twice last year at the state tournament.
It was crazy because, well, you know, when we get to Division I, Carson Brown and Bennett won at the same time and broke everybody else's back in the Division I field, literally with those 2 wins.
Yes,
at the same
less.
time. Basically, what the Hermes brothers did, St. Ed's did the same thing in D1,
yes, at
right?
D1, yes. And then Cone Horvath was a hard luck loser at 150 in the 30-30 against Stephen from Burnsville. And Medina's coming up for top 6 as well, so that's them. Burnsville has the King at 57 in the final and Stephen at 50 in the final. If I forget if King lost his. I know someone lost the People Shawnee kid in the semis at 157. I forget if that's King or there's someone else, but the overall Burnsville has a finalist and they're working with a bunch.
We're talking silver right now, so 3 teams are in the running for silver in Division III.
That's correct.
Who do you take? You take Edison?
I will take Edison probably.
Okay, so we got the Shore Hermes matchup we've wanted for years.
We had COVID in 2020, killed that possibility. They were in different weights in 21. 22, they could have met in the final, except Shore's called for an illegal move in the semi, and the wrestler and the opponent couldn't continue, so that was precluded. Now we have the anticipated matchup. I have Hermes ranked higher. I think Hermes will win. I would not be surprised if the match went the other way.
Yeah, because they go for broke and they got big styles and they're crazy. But Hermes is super solid. He's a 2-time state champ.
Yeah.
Hermes is Cooper Shore's 0.
State runner-up, state third.
But he's 0-time state champ.
Correct.
Right?
That'd be accurate.
Okay. So you're going with Legacy Christian's going to take the title.
Yes, they will.
That's mathematic.
I don't know if it's mathematic, but it's functional.
That's functional. Okay. All right. D2.
D2. Graham, 4 in the finals. DeSales, 3 in the finals. DeSales is about 30 back, maybe 25 right now, but it's not enough. They don't have enough left to catch Graham realistically. One of the big matches in that was Eli Jax against Zach Lopez at 150 in the semis. That went to the 30-30, and Jax was winning the whole match. It went to 30-30. He won in the 30-30, and that gave Graham a 4th finalist to DeSales, only having 3 in the finals.
Was that a head-to-head?
That's the one I'm talking about. It was
the head-to-head, right? That's the head-to-head you're speaking of.
That's the head-to-head.
Okay.
And Buckeyes stuck up. They're in third. They got Caden King in the finals at 57. They got Limbert in the finals at 113. Nightenbach lost the match to Dylan Newsom in the semi. Speaking of which, Bishop Hoadley family having a big night. Newsom's in the final, Aiden King in the final at 26. The coaching staff's brother and son, Petrella from Baldwin Wallace, won the D3 national title at 149.
Oh, wow. That's huge.
So Mr. Petrella can come back and help coach his son to a state title not help coach with his son to have 2 potential state champions tomorrow. And then Waterson and Harley are in the battle for 4th.
Okay. So D1.
D1.
Listen, I don't know did Gus get at you yet? Did
No.
Gus Seiko get at you yet?
No.
Okay.
Eds has had like Perrysburg last year. Outside of Ty Miller, I would say St. Ed's has had that type of clean, crisp tournament where things have went in their favor. They're a good team. They have 173 points right now. 173 points. Perrysburg can mathematically get to 183.5. So St. Ed's.
It's not totally mathematical.
They'll clinch tomorrow morning. St.
Okay.
Ed's will clinch tomorrow morning.
Gotcha.
Brecksville's in 3rd. They're about 22 points back.
They just beat Perrysburg straight up at 157.
At 157 in Concy quarters. Perrysburg got 4 in the finals. Eds has 6. Brecksville has 3. Wadsworth has 3. Madison Perry's in a close 5th to Wadsworth. They went 1-3 in semis. So St. Edward, as I said, went 6-2 in semis. The 2 very close matches at 132 and 138. Caden Brown in a tied match. It's a 5-bagger to beat Billy D'Alessandro. At the same time, Ryan Bennett trailing 2-1. It's a headlock toss to pin. I think it ended up in a pin.
Yeah, he pinned
against
Boots.
Davir Van Dyke.
Yeah, Boots.
So Ryan Bennett's going for a 2nd state title after finishing 4th last year, and Cade Brown goes for state title against Jackson Joy, who's going for his 2nd state title at 132. Ryan Bennett's at 138. St. Ed's also has finalists at 106 with Timur. He's going to face Sechrist from Brecksville. Timur pinned Sechrist in the duel, even though Sechrist got the first takedown of the match. Carson Brown at 113 is in the finals, so face Kion McKinney from Elyria. They met last week in a final. McKinney won that in the 30-30. The other 2 finalists are Bradley Eaton at 150. He'll face Eugene Herney from Sycamore, who upset Denkins in the morning session. Eaton needed a strong 3rd period to rally from 2-0 down against Jake Kieran from Wadsworth. And the other finalist is St. Ed's at 175. J.R. Miller had a crisp, clean 3-1 victory over Luke Venadia. Takedown in the 1st, escape in the 2nd, right out in the 3rd with 2 stalls late to beat Luke Venadia for the 2nd time this season. He'll face Miles Tackett from Pittsburgh. That's a district final rematch. Tackett's won last week. The 2-point near fall early in the 3rd was the difference. Keep in mind though, last year, remember, Tackett's beat Evan Bennett in the duel and the district final, but Evan Bennett got the job done in the state final. I wouldn't be surprised if that was the case again tomorrow evening. That being said, I have Tackett's as my projected state champ. It will look much better for my outcomes if Tackett's won, though it easily could go the other way. Perrysburg also got Joey Blaze, Marcus Blaze, and Ryan Avalos in the final. Avalos got headlocked in the 1st, even though there wasn't near falls, and Avalos got a couple turns in the 2nd and got the pin over Joey Bauman.
Who's Avalos got?
Avalos in the final, he is he's facing 20. It's
not Phoenix Contos.
Phoenix Contos is who he's facing. Contos had a 3rd period ride out to beat Austin McBurney 1-0.
This is a rubber match. They're 1-1.
It is a rubber match. Contos got him in Perrysburg in January, over 2 months ago, and Avalos got him in the sectional final. They did not meet last week as Avalos beat Joey Sandifer in the state final. Sandifer had beat Contos in the district quarter.
Okay.
So that's the 126 situation. Joey Blaze is in the final at 65 against Carson Thomas. Marcus Blaze is in the final at 120 against Medina from Oregon Clay, whom he beat decisively in both the sectional and district finals.
Can Marcus Blaze be one of the best to ever do it in Ohio before it's all said and done?
He'll be up there. He'll probably win 4. Ultimately, it's going to come down to where his national productivity is over the next couple of years.
Who's the OW at Fargo?
Yeah, I'm just saying. Is he a Logan Steve or David Taylor type? No. Is he in that next conversation?
Dustin
yes.
C. Peach later?
No, those people are in the Logan David Taylor stratosphere.
Okay.
You know what I mean? the people that are up here, the Logans, the David Taylors, the Dustins.
He can obviously get there, though, based on his national
He
production.
would have to continue to nationally produce.
Got it.
That's the thing for me on that. He would have to continue to nationally produce. Big semifinal tonight, we had 144, was the big anticipated semi in Division 1 that got my undivided attention, even though there was a bunch of other semis going on at the same time. Brock Herman takedown in the first period, got ridden out in the third to force the overtime at 2-2, then hit another left-handed dump in the sudden victory period to win 4-2 against a two-time defending state champion Ty Wilson from Dublin Chiodo. That also reversed an Ironman quarterfinal loss when Ty Wilson got Brock Herman there.
And then tomorrow he has
Jeremy Ginter from Whitmer. Ginter has been third and second in the state. Ginter lost last year in the state final to Ty Wilson.
All right.
That certainly was an interesting situation there.
How's your brain right now? Is there smoke coming out of those ears? Or are you
We're
guys...
creeping towards overload. Another big finals match, 285. Fackler, Perry, Reese, Wadsworth. Reese beat Fackler 2-1 in the GIT final. Fackler and Reese did not wrestle last week because Reese lost to Andrews in overtime last week, 3-1. Reese got Andrews in a season rubber match. Both previous matches were 3-1 overtime results. Reese won 6-4 with 2 takedowns and 1 reversal after 2 earlier matches in the tournament that there were no takedowns by either wrestler. Reese won 3-2 and 30-30. Actually, there was 1 takedown in the first round. It was 3-1 in overtime. I was saying there were no regulation takedowns.
So rematch. There's a lot of rubber matches tomorrow.
A lot of rematches, a lot of rubber matches. Aiden Fackler looks like he's a total handful based on the first 3 matches of the tournament. I have Fackler as my projected state champ. I am standing with that pick.
Okay. I love it.
Okay.
We got the lowdown. Is there anything else?
Yep, we do. Tomorrow morning, 9:30, Conti semis and medals. Championship matches start at 5. You got Camden McDaniel. Other D1 notes, Dylan Russo's going for a third state title at 215. Camden McDaniel is in the third state final at 190. Though he's going for his first state title. He's trying to win a state title, having been a runner-up the last 2 years. And then don't forget, Chris Ernest, Ethan Burden, the rubber match for this season. That's your 157 state final.
And the one was a legal slam is what it ended
There was
with.
a illegal move. Burden led 1-0, riding on top, hit an illegal move. Ernest was not clear to continue. Do keep in mind when Burden won at the Ironman, Ernest led 3-0 in that match. Then Burden got a tying go-ahead takedown to get that result there. So I have Burden as my projected champ. It would not surprise me if the matches went either way, because obviously you're talking about returning state champion in Chris Ernest, and you're talking about Ethan Burden, who only lost 1-0 in the state final last year with Joey Blaze. He had finally shrunk the gap, got it in the 5th meeting of the year. He almost beat Joey Blaze, though Blaze had won 4 times previously. So, huge night tomorrow, especially in the big school division. Huge night.
Josh, thank you for the time. Thank you for the
You're
lowdown.
welcome.
Good luck to you tomorrow with your brain.
Okay.
Keep
Clock
it in.
moves up clock moving ahead doesn't help.
No, it's bad for Josh Lowe. Bad for Josh Lowe. Thank you for the time. Enjoy the rest of the state wrestling
Okay,
here in
thank
Ohio.
you, Zeb.